Did you know Eric Church could have been a teenage country star? Eric Church doesn't just have a chip on his shoulder, he has a granite rock, a boulder, an asteroid. Okay, well, you get it. The Outsiders singer says he carries a list with him of all the people that held him back between the time he ticked off Rascal Flatts and the day Drink in My Hand became his first #1 hit. It's part of what makes him so fiery on stage. But he wasn't always that angry, and he definitely wasn't always an outsider. Kenneth Eric Church is named after his father Ken, a furniture company president. Mama Rita was a school teacher, and along with younger sibs Brandon and Kendra, Eric was raised in the sleepy mountain town of Granite Falls, North Carolina. At South Caldwell High School,
Go Spartans!
Church wasn't a wallflower. He played sports, baseball, golf. He was really good at basketball, and he hoped to play football in college, but a knee injury derailed that dream. He was class president, not once, not twice, but all 4 years. Yeah, Church was sort of one of the cool kids. His first music moment came at age 4 when he sang Elvira at a local restaurant. But at age 13, he picked up guitar and worked his tail off at it. By the time he was 16, he was ready for Nashville. His parents say he was playing Music City showcases by the time he could drive and was even offered a record deal at 16. Yep, Eric Church could have been Taylor Swift before Taylor Swift was Taylor Swift. Wonder if they would have put him on Tiger Beat. But he turned it down. Instead, he went to get a marketing degree at Appalachian State because his dad told him that he'd pay for him to live in Nashville for 6 months if he got a college degree first. The music didn't stop. By the time he was a senior in high school, he had a regular bar gig, and for a few years, he'd mix in his own songs with covers. He played a lot of Jimmy Buffett covers. Remember that. It's going to be useful in about 90 seconds. Later, Church formed a band with his brother called Mountain Boys, but his Nashville plan almost got derailed by a girl. Typical. He was engaged, and the girl's dad had him set up with a sweet corporate job and enough money to buy a golden pickup truck if he wanted. Church thought about it, and then told them all to F off! Yes! In 2001, he moved to Nashville, found work writing songs like this one for Terry Clark.
I think the world needs a drink.
Met Jay Joyce, cut a few songs, signed with Capitol, married this cute blonde named Catherine, and Bob's your uncle. Well, not really. All that happened, but for a long time he was banished from country bars because they thought he was a rebel. I guess upsetting Rascal Flatts wasn't a great short-term idea. So here comes that chip. His first 9 singles failed to crack the top 10. Some were hung with linebacker jersey numbers. But after a while, he was selling out concerts, and songs like Smoke a Little Smoke were going platinum. The Chief album was his big break. That's his nickname. But it was his grandfather's nickname first. His mom's dad, Rusty, was chief of police in Granite Falls. But Church's band say that when he puts on the shades and ball cap and sips a little Jack, he becomes chief too. So now you know Eric Church. Other things to know, he's really tall. He used to send his guitarist on stage to play Pantera before a festival show because he didn't want to play for old people. At his 2008 wedding, he sang this song to Catherine.
Baby, you make it look so easy.
And his hit song Springsteen is actually a true story, but it wasn't inspired by a Bruce Springsteen song. Church says it was about this girl he took to a show at an amphitheater in Charlotte in 1993, and even though their fling only lasted like 2 weeks, he still thinks about her whenever he hears... Well, he hasn't said. Well, we got a list of all the artists that played that amphitheater that summer, eliminated those that occurred on school nights or concerts that just don't seem to make sense, and came up with this list. We're betting on Buffett, although Bon Jovi seems possible too, especially after we found this pic of Eric rocking a sweet early 90s mullet.